Good morning. It is game day. Tonight, 7:30 ABC, CANES against Florida State. Chris Fowler, Kirk Herbstreit from Tennessee in his home because he tested positive early in the week for COVID. And he's on the mend, but he'll be doing the color from his home tonight. And Holly McGrath on the sidelines. 5:60 to Joe in Miami. It's Josie, DBJ, Josh Darrow. If you want to listen to the game in Spanish, Alfredo Alvarez, Jose Martinez, 990 ESPN Deportes. I'm sorry, it's Unanimo, I'm sorry. 65th meeting of this rivalry tonight, CANES against FSU. My thoughts on this game is, when you look at FSU, this is a dangerous team. This is a desperate team coming into Hard Rock tonight. The one thing we have got to do is we have got to start fast. We cannot leave FSU hanging around. Because you ever hear the old animal? A wounded animal is a dangerous animal. In this case, a wounded FSU, and this is a wounded and dangerous FSU coming in tonight. After being 0-1 losing to Georgia Tech, all the stuff being said about them the last 2 weeks, and some in our fan base, myself included, saying it's not going to be close. And I'll get to that in a moment. When you talked last week, a couple of things I really look at when they lost to Tech 2 weeks ago. The thing you have to remember about that is, for a while, Georgia Tech, when you see Georgia Tech, it was a 16-13 game. You talk about what Georgia Tech did 2 weeks ago. They had 438 yards of offense against the FSU defense. James Blackman was 23 of 43 for them, 198, a TD and a pick. But really, their running game is really, to be quite honest, nothing to write home about. But they still have some athletes on that side of the ball. So the one thing we have to remember, this is a dangerous team coming in tonight. What we're going to have to do is we have got to start fast. We have got to get it going early. We have got to withstand the early storm, and you know FSU is going to bring the storm early. They're going to come in desperate. They're going to come in determined, and their team's going to come in focused. The chain has to come out at least twice tonight. That's the way I see it. Chain's got to come out twice. The way I look at this game, when we beat them last year at Hard Rock, it was with a subpar offense and a dominant defense. Defense so far this year, I have not seen that dominant defense like I have the last 2 years. I need to see that tonight. I have got to see more discipline tonight. I have got to see more urgency on defense. I've got to tighten the screws there. I've got to see us tighten the screws. Because you know FSU's has some athletes on that side of the ball. And they're not going to come in late. They're not going to lay down. We have got to take this team very seriously. I know it's a rivalry game. I get that. But the one thing we got to do is we've got to do two things. We have got to cut down on the penalties. In game one, we only committed 3 penalties. Last week, 11. Guys, we've got to cut those penalties down. We've got to be more disciplined. And I did not see that last week. I need to see that tonight. What bothered me was the fact, we allowed 80 yards against UAB of rushing and a total of 285 total offense. Last week, we allowed 209 yards rushing and 516 total. Folks, that's not going to get it done. That's not going to get it done against a desperate and dangerous FSU. who's not going to have their coach, by the way. They will not have their coach tonight. By the way, Mike Norvell tested positive early on in the week, so the guy that will be coaching them tonight will be Chris Thompson. Chris Thompson will be coaching tonight. So he'll be coaching FSU tonight. The one thing we've got to do, like I said, we have got to start fast. Because you know FSU is going to come out desperate in this game. The way I see it will be as follows. I think it's going to be close for about a half. But I think by the third quarter, I think that you're going to start to see the depth take over. You're going to start to see the offensive line in the trenches really start to impose their will on a FSUD, who I think will start to get tired as the game goes on. I think you're going to start to see King, the running game, and the offense get it going. And I think you'll see the chain come out a little more often in the second half. I'm going to say it's going to be close for, like I said, close for a half. But my prediction, it's going to be like 2001. If you remember, for those of you that remember that game, 2001, I was at the game. We were close for about a half. Of course, you heard Reed's speech, and then second half, we dominated and won going away. I could see the same scenario happen tonight. My prediction, Canes 49, FSU 21. Back tomorrow with the game wrap-up, report card, and hopefully game balls. Go Canes.